The button that says go live. That's the one. All right. Hotep, Hotep, everyone. Greetings and welcome. And we are so excited to be here this evening. We are bringing you some sisters here that I am just ecstatic to bring forward. And we are going to be talking this evening about how Black women, if you can see my, okay, let me see if I can move over a little bit, how Black women are integrating divine femininity into everyday life. All right. And so this is what we have come here to speak about this evening. And we're going to have a couple more sisters join us up here. I'm very excited about this. Look at all this beauty in the room. I just can't take it. I can't take it. I'm telling you, it's just too much. All right. It's too much. This divine femininity just oozing all over the place, right? That's what we're doing. So, definitely, we want to welcome everyone. We have a nice presentation. Well, it's not even a presentation. This is a conversation, okay? Freestyle, it's not rehearsed. They don't know what I'm gonna say up here. I don't know what they're gonna say. I got my fingers crossed. Okay, but I've heard some very insightful and enlightening things about these women that you see up here. Okay, in relationship, one of the things we have just completed the womb evolution technique, aka WET. Okay, as you know, that is the platform. And by the way, for those of you who don't know me, I'm High Priestess Ma'at and Makaru. Amen. All right, and so we have just completed our third year of doing live courses with the womb evolution technique. And so we are very excited. We have these women here, and this was kind of like a what do you call it? A last minute thing. We just said, hey, we finished the class. Let's get up here and let's talk about it this evening. And so this is what we're doing. I'm trying to bring somebody else in here. Just give me a second. Let me see if I can bring her in. All right. How come I can't bring you in? Oh, here we go. All right. There we go. All right. So, um, these women have just finished the womb evolution technique. Okay. And so if you've been on this channel, you see me, I'm talking about it. I'm doing podcast about it. Wrote a song about it. Right. I didn't write the song, but there's a little song, got a little tune to it. My root, amen. Right. Right. We got everything. Right. And so, what I want you to do is to hear from these women here coming from all these different walks of life about how they have used the womb evolution technique prior to where they were before and where they are now. Now, I want to say this about these women. Okay, they weren't just starting out here, right? They came in with some stuff, with a lot of work that they have done on themselves, and they are doing things right now too. So we're going to highlight all of that. So what I'm going to do is call forward. Well, I gotta start with Kin 134, YukiaLove, because she usually, she's usually introducing me, right? Because she can sing and everything, right? So, she's usually introducing me. So she is our resident superstar here. She got songs and stuff on Spotify that are at the top of the charts. Okay, she has taken this womb evolution technique to the next level. She's like, listen, high priestess, you're too slow. Okay, you said you're gonna do it. I'm gonna do some stuff now. You're gonna look at this, and this is what we're gonna talk about in class. So she even added something on to the class, right? And so she does so many things. She is in our priesthood program, or priestess program, and so there's so many. She's a sacred woman, um, and she has look, you can see her eyes, right? She trying to, not have you look directly in her eyes, right? Because if you do, you're gonna be telling her all your business. Okay, she's a reader. Okay, an excellent reader. She has a business called Cosmic Confirmations. Definitely want to check it out. I don't have the link, so when you get a chance, we're gonna put all the links to the sisters and things in the chat about everything that they do. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring YukiaLove up first and have her start us off. And so, Yukia, as we say in Mimic, I yield the mic. Okay. I yield the mic. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You make me look bad, Yukia. You know what I'm saying? Make me look bad. I'm just saying. I did all this. I was your hype man, your hype sister, right? I hyped you up. I said, I yelled the mic and they was waiting for it. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay. I had to change the settings. I'm sorry. All right, good. Thanks. Thank you for that introduction, High Priestess. Oh, my name is YukiaLove. I'm Kin 134. I'm a white self-existing wizard. I have been on the Mimic platform for I'm going on my third spin. And I'm excited to be here. I am a sacred woman practitioner. I'm also a Kemetic Reiki practitioner. I'm a kinesiologist. That's where I started out, which is exercise science. I'm also a birth doula, and I am a musician. I'm an artist, a singer, songwriter. I have music out on all streaming platforms right now. I have been in womb evolution technique. This is my second time taking the course, and I must say, this second time around has been, the first time around was excellent, don't get me wrong, but this second time around has been so fantastic with all of the evolving that has taken place and the upgrades. And it has to do with the master teacher, High Priestess Imakura Men, up leveling and evolving, as well as myself doing my own work. One of the most profound things that has taken place for me since being in womb evolution technique is it just has really, let me see, what's the word I want to say? I want to say that it really reminded me more of my divinity. When you learn scientifically how the universe is in your uterus, and your uterus is the earth in the universe itself, and you get all of this powerful science about how um, honored honoring it is to be a woman, how profound it is to be in a female body. She's given me so many tools from an advanced level to help me heal one fibroid. And now I am getting rid of the second one. It is shrinking now. And as I go back to the doctor, I'm going to go get the receipts to show that they, have both left the body. And that was through some of her meditations, as well as the course information in womb evolution technique. Man, it's so much I could say. It's not enough that I could say, but it's been the most powerful experience, and I'm just honored to be in the course and to be also in the priesthood as a up and coming priestess in Mimic. So I'm just grateful, and I don't know if there's any other questions you want me to answer, High Priestess.
No, I'm gonna cycle back around, but thank you. I appreciate that. That was a great introduction.
Thanks.
All right, I'm gonna go with this beautiful sister in the middle. All right, Latana, and she is Kin 164. And those of you who are watching and you're like, what are they talking about with this Kin this and Kin that? Okay, we're gonna get you some information about that so you'll know whatever we're talking about. Um, And let me just tell you a little bit about Latana. I mean, besides just Latana's energy and her spirit when she comes and how she participates in the class, it is so um it's like you got a little butterfly. We know she Oshun up in here, but she got a little butterfly, little fairy that's just around you. But even though that's little, her energy is huge. All right. It's just a beautiful, you hear sometimes she's very quiet, right? But there is a always look at her. There's a piece about her. You just go up and you be like, you know what? I just want to know what she doing. Let me, you know what I'm saying? And so she has that quiet piece about her. And then when she does speak, okay, it's very profound. It's very profound. And when you hear from her, you thinking, okay, I didn't even think she was listening. And look at all this, you know. And so let me just also just tell you a little bit about what she does in her practice. I know she's raising two boys, right? Am I right?
Or
She's four. Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, then they're all homeschooled. I wanted to, I'm gonna cycle back over to you, kid too, but they're homeschooled, right? And
yes,
then yep. So she has done that, and then where I'm sorry, I don't have my notes. Okay, I got my notes. Okay, I'm not saying I don't have my notes, but I think I do. Okay, here we go. Because it's just so much. I got to read this, right? I like to freestyle, but let me be professional. All right. So, professionally though, Latana, her business is called Lavished by Latana, and I wish I can show you some of these pictures. She is a floral designer. Now, come on, and
mhm.
listen, y'all should see her in class. When she's in class, she has a throne behind her. Okay, she playing it back now, but she has this big golden throne thing that's just like behind her, and she sit down there like, yes, okay, this is where I'm supposed to be. All right. I
Right,
mean, what
that's
y'all
right.
looking at? Why y'all ain't got one? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so Lavish by Latana. You can find her on Instagram, and please, if you put the links in the chat,
Okay.
and we'll cycle back around to it. And these are some beautiful floral designs. Oh my God, look at this.
Oh,
So definitely in this season, if you are looking for something that is highly unique, I don't think I've seen anything like this before. Okay, I'm serious. A highly unique for Kwanzaa, if you do Christmas, or if you just want some fly decorations at any time. All right, you can definitely um, reach out to Latana, and again, that's Latana. Oops, tell me to Latana. Y'all know I'm so bad. Uh, Lavished by Latana. All right. All right. So I want to go ahead and bring you forth, Latana, and just tell us a little bit about yourself. And, one of the things about the womb evolution technique that you were able to take away.
absolutely. Thank you, High Priestess, for that beautiful introduction. One of the things that I can say about being in the WET program, it has allowed me to see myself in a totally different light. Not just learning about the anatomy of my body, but how it coincides with my divinity. And when you are equipped with this knowledge, you definitely can't move as you have in the past. You definitely see yourself in a totally different light. So, just for that information alone, I'm totally grateful because it has allowed me to grow so much personally within myself. And as I stated, having this knowledge and being able to integrate the information has helped me to heal myself in more ways than one. And as I expand in this knowledge, I've also been able to help my family. And as she spoke of raising two kids, I call my children, I have two sets. I have grown children and I'm still raising them. And I have two younger ones that are still at home. And with this information, like I say, it just has allowed me to see myself in a light that I've never seen before. um I can't say enough how grateful I am to have found this teachings, and knowing that I am in alignment, that has also gave me insight into my purpose. Because most of us, we just cycle through life just existing, and to be in this wet program, I don't have to walk around frivolously anymore. I've been able to, see my purpose, and just see myself being a significant part of excuse me, I'm a little nervous, but just being able to see myself a part of something so big that I've never had that insight of myself before, let alone being not only significant, but being a part of a greater whole. So I can't say enough about how wet has helped me womb evolution technique. Because to be equipped with this information, you certainly can't help but to evolve. And I just think high priestess so much, because you truly have changed my life, since I have been sitting under your teachings, and to be seen in such divine light, and coming into this community with other sisters. I truly can say I am a part of a sisterhood. And and knowing that we all have significance and purpose in our walk. And I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful for you. I'm grateful for your wisdom. I'm grateful for your teachings that has helped me to not only apply it to myself, but to everything that I do. Because now I know how divine I truly am. In my in my path, in my walk. I know that I'm in alignment, and I'm so grateful to be in alignment with you. Thank you.
Oh my God, give thanks. Give thanks. Didn't I tell y'all? I told you. Look, but we can't be up here in tears and stuff, right, Latana? Don't do that again, right? No, I do appreciate it. I appreciate you. Give thanks. Give
Okay.
thanks. Really. Because you know how I be speechless, but most of the time I'm behind it and you can't see me on the camera. We on the camera, right? I gotta hold it together. All right, all right. So I'm gonna just go ahead and work my way down here and look at this beautiful sister down here. Donna Kin 178 in the house. All right. And so Donna, man, the list is long, but let me tell you the thing that is most significant about Donna, right? That I know. I like to freestyle. I know I'm gonna say the other stuff. I'll be professional in a minute, okay? But I want to freestyle right now. We had a vigil, all right. We had this vigil, the melanin frequency vigil. So as you and many of you know, we have been doing this vigil for um the last 4 years. All right. And it's the melanin frequency is a visual for the betterment of melanin dominant people worldwide. And we've been transmitting for the last 4 years. And so on this fourth year anniversary, which was the fall equinox, Donna came through and we were at the beach and everything. And, I'm probably not the best planner. I'm a freestyler, right? I just freestyle. I freestyle everywhere, right? That's not always good. So there were a lot of things that were missing. And I didn't have any conversation with Donna. I didn't call her and say, hey, can on your way, can you stop and get this? And then wait a minute, do this and do that. Every time we were like, well, where are the where she had taken the water that she had already sanctified the water, right? That we were gonna use. And she just looked at me like, well, hey, I thought this was what we were supposed to do, right? She like, why do you think that's so phenomenal? Donna, okay. Do you see anybody else with some sanctified water? Because I don't. Okay, I don't even have no sanctified water, right? And I'm the high priestess, right? So she has this innate ability to tap in. Now that has a lot to do with these archetypes you see. Everybody got this except me. I don't have mine up here, but anyway, we'll get back around to that. But it has to do with a lot of these archetypes. These things tie in to this womb evolution technique that we're talking about. All right. And so again, if you want to know more about that, we're going to put some links here in the chat momentarily. All right. So Donna, though, also has a business. Okay. I have to be professional now. And I'm going to read this. I like the way she says this. When my health literally became my wealth, I began to get to the root of it all and discovered that there were stored gifts and abilities within that were purposed to restore the bloodline of the future. The journey to regenerate internal and external plasma along with self love was renewed. I am Sharon, unwounded healer of melanated bloodlines restoration. Her website is melanatedbloodlines.com. And you can go there for more information on her products and services. Okay. So her list is long, 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 what who she is and what she does. But I want to go ahead and bring her forward here to just give us a little synopsis of one of the things that you were able to integrate from the womb evolution technique to that you have applied in your life.
I inhale and I exhale. Okay. Am I being heard? Okay. I would like to say gratitude, first of all, High Priestess, just for this opportunity, because I had the opportunity to sit in your wet course, and I have to give that little bit of testimony because first semester, last year session, when I was supposed to sit for your session, I think it was probably the first two. I sat for the first two, and I got all up in my feelings, and I was like, I can't take this. I can't take this. This is not for me. I'm not ready, for this right now. And it was because there were some issues in my tissues that needed to be resolved. And I didn't know then how to get to the root of my own issues in my tissues like I was helping other people do.
Mm.
And it came when I finally had my first talk with you to really know and understand that what I thought made me incomplete, that I was actually complete. When it came to my womb situation, okay, because it was all based on what was going on in my womb. That was a very sore spot for me. And womb evolution technique is what got me to the root of the issues in my tissues. And I can't be more grateful for that because I learned how to see myself in a whole nother light. I learned how to heal and how to be able to take what I thought was missing and know that in actuality it's still there because we are spiritual beings, that what wet taught me was to listen to my body, feel my body, know my body, be my body. if I could sum it up that way, you know,
Okay.
and then take it and be able to say, wow, I'm whole. To be able to say, I am actually whole and I didn't even know it. Because you brought that light. You brought that to light, you know, for me. I was living in a dark place. And even though I know being in a dark place is all right, it's okay to be in a dark place, but I saw the light through my darkness. And I can honestly say I can be all that I can be and meant to be for the business. You know, Spirit was using me to do these things for other people, but I wasn't doing it for myself. I was taking on to understand in how we take on other people's energies, and that could stagnate our own development and our growth. So it comes a time where we have to get set aside, you know, to rejuvenate, get rid of the rees, no rees, to be generated over again. Okay,
Come on now.
be evolved. Okay,
Come
to
on.
be anew and all of those things that you know, we have to take into consideration now because we know now. And so, like, right, thank you very much. I am eternally grateful for what I'm so looking forward for 202.
Ashe, Ashe. Give thanks. All right. All right. So thank man. Okay. Now listen here. I love this part. I love this part. I did these three sisters first because these are our young, I call these are young folks, but it's just how long they've been on the planet. Okay, they're not so young. All right, because when you start talking to them and then they start bringing out some ancient stuff, you be like, girl, child, you know let me find out, right? So I'm gonna go ahead here with Radiance Kin 257, my planetary partner. And I know she looked about 15, you know what I'm saying? And Kleriti over there, her best friend, she about 6, she just turned 16 yesterday, right? So right. I'm trying to set up some play dates with my daughter with them, right? But these two sisters are absolutely, don't let that, I make jokes about, how long they've been on the planet, but listen, okay? These sisters here, okay, it's another level of stepping up my game with this, because to have someone in their age group to be interested in this, because I always say they're advancing faster. Okay, they come out, they're advancing faster, and so they know a lot of these things, but to be able to piece it all together and perform on purpose, okay, in fulfillment of purpose is another thing. And so I really, really have had just a pleasure seeing the growth of both of these sisters. And so I'm going to bring forward Kin 257. Listen, she is awesome. She's a poet. Now, I ain't heard no poetry yet, but I have heard her as a background singer for YukiaLove up there. All right, but I want to hear her spit some poetry, but you can hear it in her voice. All right, so I yield the mic to 57. Come on, bring it through, bring it through. Okay, you like your sister, I see. Okay, so
I had to unmute myself, please, y'all. All right, right on to the break it down and the song. Give thanks, High Priestess, and everybody on the conversation. Y'all energy is high. I'm over here like can't sit still. So just love y'all. And yes, our last class of the womb evolution technique was yesterplasma. And I mean just week after week, or what we call a heptad, because we ain't weak out here. It's just been boom, bam, pow, just information overload, just a lot. And so the reason I was gravitated towards it, because I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what was going on down there. Like, as far as anatomy, on the anatomy part, they don't, from my school anyway, my anatomy teacher was slipping or something. So, I don't even know what's going on in my own space. It's sacred. Interest to the cosmos. So High Priestess does a good job of breaking that down, even on the just our biology level. Like, what's going on? She got images and pictures. Here go your two, here's your vulva, this your uterus, this is your ovaries, and then so I enjoy the science aspect of it, and not just on a anatomy as far as this 3D avatar we embody in, but how it's bridged to the cosmos, the representations of the different planetary bodies that are housed within our body. We are walking cosmic energy. We are walking we got planets and stars and nebulas and supernovas.
Come on, come
every
on now.
month we go supernova with our moon cycle. She break down the moon cycle and how to use what are called uterine tones to utilize it as a creation cycle. So once you know start tracking your moon cycle or menstruation, however you want to term it. And High Priestess do a good job of breaking down too the different, like, why is it termed this way? Who gave them the right to name our body parts? Like, like the like our uterus. Who give them the right to, like I said, name us? So basically, it's about taking back our power, and that's what I've learned to take it from this course. Bam, got my book. It just came in today. Unwounded. Unlocking the universal uterus, because you want to continue to revisit this information and empower yourself. Get to know you, get to know how you walking. You just a walking God's essence. And just one more thing I wanted to say about something that High Priestess said: women are the creators, men are God. And you just take that and you marinate it, and you take that where you want to take that.
She said, I'm gonna just drop that in real quick. I'm gonna just drop it in real quick. Let you marinate on that. But if you had the diagram and you saw how the whole thing played out, you know what we're talking about. So y'all want to find out, you're gonna have to get with wet. All right. All right. So let me bring forth, oh my God, Kleriti Kin 10. And she has been around for a minute here. She's another one of our young sisters who is doing big things, right? And so Kleriti, I know she's written a book. Okay, and I know I got the notes. I'm gonna be professional, but I got to freestyle first. You know how that goes, right? So Kleriti, I've been so impressed with Kleriti because sometimes, like I said, it's difficult with uh, I'll say I was gonna say the millennials, right? In a certain generation, right? Because they are literally expecting a little bit more from us as elders, all right? And if they are going to allow themselves to be taught by an elder, then you got to be coming with some stuff, right? Because they just not gonna latch on like that. So I've just really been so impressed with Kleriti and how she has been able. I've seen her apply and integrate one thing after the other. And sometimes she just come back, and I love, she calls me Mother Ma'at, and she'll come back, she'll just check real quick. High priest or Mother Ma'at, blah 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 blah. I was like, girl, do you know when I was in that many Earth years? Please, I did not. These two right here, I was not thinking like that. Well, wait a minute, let me see. Maybe close. Okay, but not really, not to this level, right? And so, I have just seen her just one thing after the other. And so she is out there doing some big things. She has a book, and one of the things, she's on Instagram. What's your Instagram name? Let's see. Divine Self Healing. Okay, so she has a website. It's divineselfhealing.com. And so I'm going to read this here. She is a holistic health coach, an herbal artist, energy healer, and much more. All right. And I can vouch for it. All right. She uses the knowledge gained from her 150-pound weight loss. What? Do you see how fly Clarity is? Like, come on. you you had to come out like that. You ain't lose no one. I don't believe that. Okay. Her womb healing testimony and various initiations in spiritual modalities to create an atmosphere of healing for her clients and audience. Okay, she is launching her Sacred Feminine sessions on Patreon, that will house many jewels for women on their evolutionary healing path. Okay, she got a whole bunch of things going on here. Okay, and then let's see. And so definitely you want to check her out. You can see her, you can get her on Instagram, Divine Self Healing, and then her website is divineselfhealing.com. Okay. And so I've heard her, listen, let me tell you. There was one time, you know how, okay. So, I make jokes a lot of times about about them and how long they've been in their earth bodies. And then, but let's make jokes about me and how long I've been in mine, right? And so, these new things, they got Clubhouse, they got TikTok, I don't know how to work all that. I really don't. Okay. And so there was one time I saw something pop up and it said Kleriti, is speaking or whatever. And I just was trying to click just to see what it was, to see the description. Next thing I know, I'm in the Clubhouse. I'm like, oh man, I ain't want to be here. I got stuff to do, whatever. But I was listening and Kleriti was talking. Okay, and Kleriti was dropping it, right? And I'm like, hold on, let me find out. Okay, about Kleriti. Let me find out, right? And so, definitely, you want to check her out. Check her out. So, without further ado, I yield the mic. Kin 10.
All right. Okay. After all that, is there anything else that I could say but to talk about this womb evolution technique? I don't even got to talk about myself. Okay. But give thanks, Mother Ma'at. I appreciate it. And peace to all the sisters on the platform. Grateful to be here on this plasma. Okay. So one of the first questions that you asked us was kind of like where we were when we came in. As you said, I've been with Mimic for about, might be like 3, almost 4 years or so. How I found Mimic was actually through Mother Ma'at. I want to say, okay, I'm gonna be real honest. I had both of those books, Unwounded and What's in Your Womb, in my Amazon cart for like 2 years before I came across. And I want to say that you were on a platform. It was either Rev Shock or somewhere. And I was like, oh, that's the lady that wrote the books. I said, oh, I should probably go buy them. Oh, okay. But you were talking about evolution. And so then I came into one of the sessions that you had. And from there, I came into Mimic and just have been here ever since. And so where I was at that time, when I talk about my womb healing journey, I had been diagnosed with fibroids. I had 10 of them things, and they were in size from like golf ball to a dime. And so that's kind of what had sparked my self-healing journey. I was also going through like, spiritual awakening, dark night of the soul type thing. Like it was a lot going on for me at once. And so what I realized when I came into the womb evolution technique is that even though I had became a vegan and I had became a herbalist and I had done all these things where I had healed the fibroids and I had eradicated them, but a lot of those behaviors, those thought patterns, that energy, that way of being, I had not healed, even though I had healed physically. And so for me, coming into the womb evolution technique, that has been a lot of my takeaway from that, has been the up level energetically, and being able to assimilate the techniques into my practices, and being able to move through that to like shift my way of being for myself. I had already been, doing Reiki, and I had been studying to be a diviner and doing all these different things spiritually. But what I realized was lacking was me really being able to connect to my femininity and to my divine feminine energy. And so being able to do the uterine pings and just the techniques, and even just being in the actual classes, because what I did was I did the self-study course first last summer. And then I think it was maybe fall last year, I sat in on some of the wet course, but I wasn't able to sit in on the whole thing. But this semester I sat in fully, and it was amazing. Okay, 257 did a beautiful job of breaking down some of the things that we learned, because it, like she said, is so much and it's so impactful. And what I love is that it's such just a beautiful remembrance of who it is that we are as women, who it is that we are in our femininity, and just so much that it brings for you to just having your awareness. We kind of talked a little bit that in class yesterday about how when you're integrating things, there are some things that are like consciously you have to work it and make it a part of you, but there are some things that it's like once you hear it and it just lands in your spirit, it just gives you an awareness. And that's what I would say the information has done for me as well, that as I'm walking and continuing to move through my day-to-day and just embodying the information, is that it's given me a way to continue on my healing journey, and then also to just realize my wholeness, and remember who it is that I already came here as, and just uncover more of my divinity. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and stop right there, because I can keep going.
Okay.
So thank you so
See,
much.
told you, right? I told you, right? Don't let that 16-year-old fool you, right? Don't give her no mic, right? She gonna say some stuff, right? That is very profound, right? Don't let her fool you, right? So give thanks for that. And one of the things I want to point out here, in particular, with Yukia and then also Kleriti, in talking about their healing process with the fibroids. One of the things, what happens a lot of times, people come over to the womb evolution technique, right? Because I've had people just like yourselves who already have these modalities behind them. Okay, there's some who have used, herbs and vaginal steaming and everything, and they have gotten rid of the fibroids. But like you said, Kleriti, that the mentality of the fibroid is still there, right? And then some people just had a fibroid that was just so resistant even to that, because what is in the center, see, this is the science that 257 was talking about. Okay, so what's in the middle of that side, that fibroid, or the metaphysical piece to that? Okay, it's a thought form. Thought forms are everywhere. As they say, thoughts are things. Okay, so what kind of thing, what kind of thought thing forms a fibroid? Okay, and if you get a chance, you definitely want to check out my last podcast, as I just laugh at some of the statements I make about them. So the thing that makes a fibroid is something that's unnatural. It's not a natural thought. You know how it's not a natural thought? Because the body does not naturally do that. It's unnatural. Animals in nature don't have fibroids. Now, maybe once we take them and domesticate them, you have all kinds of stuff, cats with cancer and everything. But lions and tigers and bears don't have cancers and fibroids and all this stuff. The body is in its true nature. Okay, in this accessing this true ability. So one of the things that I talk about is that all we're doing, we're not teaching you divinity. We're not teaching you how to be a divine feminine. You already are. Okay, we're giving you tools to unravel it, to peel the layers of the artificial off. Okay, so that you can be your true self. And that looks like everybody up here. Okay, and you see we have all different voices, we got a little different style about how we spoke, how we speak. Everybody's not soft spoken, you know this, and, whatever. Some of us is loud, it's probably me at 257, but some of us is loud, right? Right. And when you got, but all of it is still, that doesn't take away from your divine femininity. All right. So what it is we are just literally peeling back the layers of our artificial so that the true creator can come through and be who she is. And so these are the things. And so with Yukia and Kleriti, one of the things is Yukia, I know in particular, she's been using something that we have called the uterine ping. Okay. And she's taking that to the next level. I had another sister in the very first womb evolution technique that I did. That was probably 4 years ago. She was in the first group, and she was like these women up here. Same thing. She was a healer. Okay, had many clients that came to her for herbal healing, for spiritual, mental healing, just like you hear about these women here, right? And she had a fibroid that she just couldn't get rid of, even with her own herbs and everything. When she started using that uterine ping, it went away. Now, if you want to know what the uterine ping is, you're going to have to come and check us out, okay? This is the best time to do it. Why? Why is it the best time? Well, let me tell you, because on although we are done with our our live course, we do have self study courses. Okay, that's the one that Kleriti started with, and don't feel any kind of way because you heard Kleriti and you heard Yukia talk about that this is the second round. What we do is once you're in, you're in. You get the upgrades. Okay. So if you take the state self study, that's great. Okay. And then if you need some assistance, because it's not really something, this is high level. This is high science. This is not, like I always say, this is not womb information, it's womb evolution. Okay. And so it's set up to give you a paradigm shift. All right. And so sometimes you might have to cycle back around. Like the first time you'd be like, okay, wait a minute, hold on. She talking about, we got supernovas, and and if we don't have supernovas, we elder stars. And then she just introduced sunrise and sunset in the uterus, all of these different things. Right. And so you may not be able to get all of that right in that first time. So you're going to have to come through it again. So the self study is a great way to do that because then you have a library of the information and you can go ahead and just add it to. We are running a special, okay, and everything is 50% off. Okay, why? Because I'm about to upgrade the hell out of this. We about to go to the next level, and we are introducing the second level of this course. And so we're going to really get into the nitty gritty of some of these things that you hear. So what I want to do here is I want to, I'm a freestyler. So, if this is what I really want to make sure that we get across to the audience, is the integration piece. Okay, because sometimes we think that divine femininity is one way, it's one thing or whatever. A lot of the information, a lot of the ancient information and technologies and things about who the great cosmic mother is, who she was, well, a lot of that stuff is not, you don't find it anywhere. It's not written, it's not in a book. What's happening is it's coming through us. Okay, there is an energy that is coming through us. And that's why you see so many women up here talking about it. It's almost like we can't stop. All right. And so with the womb evolution technique, what we're doing is we're breaking it down. If you have any doubt about who you really are and what your purpose is on this planet, in this incarnation, in this form, okay, we cover the hard things. We have a whole session where we talk about relationships. Okay, but let me tell you, it ain't no regular, ordinary conversation, right? Like I said, this is womb evolution, not womb information. All
Yeah.
right, so we deal with the relationships. Okay, we do. We talk about those. We talk about and specifically the relationships between Black men and Black women. Okay, let's get real. Let's relax up in here or not relax, but we gonna we
Yeah.
gonna lay back a little bit, right? And and let's open this up to some, y'all know how I like to do. This we was all professional, right? Okay. Everybody was all professional and everything, everybody looking, So let's get to some real live issues here that we are able that we talked about or that we move through in this course so that people will know, because this is something that people are going to want to experience. And when you visit any of these sisters and any of the things that they do, okay, this is incorporated in Latana in her floral arrangements. They at the next level now. Okay, because she put, you know, I'm loud laughing because the terminology that I use. Now, she put a coochie on it, right? So there's no floor. I had to say it. I had to say it, right? The cosmic coochie's on there, right? So them floral arrangements, they doing more than just looking pretty in your house. Okay, they're radiating a frequency. When you hear Yukia sing, and we got two of them on here, right? So we got Yukia. When you hear her sing, the frequency in her voice, okay, and she already knew how to do that. She already knew how to work that frequency. Okay, now it's at a whole. I'm getting chills right now. I don't even hear her singing. See, stop, get out my head, Yukia. See, see, she doing that thing, right? She doing it. I'm getting chills right now, right? And then also Yuki has brought something to the class. She like, listen, I'm here go my stuff. All right, we're gonna be teaching this next semester. All right, get on it, high priestess. Okay. Um, okay, you good? You handle it, right? Donna, like I said, she's multifaceted. She has that voice as well. She got a little baby voice, but she has a very strong sound as well. Okay, and it goes beyond just what you hear. Okay, there are other frequencies that she's using, and I have seen her in her healing. They're very similar. It's interesting because, well, we know the relationship, right? Because of the guide position and things like that. So um when so how she is always available to help others when they get ready to heal. Donna be right there. Okay, yeah, listen, let me tell you what herb you need to take. You need to do this and you need to do that, and then you turn around 3 times and girl, that's gonna be gone. That's what you do, right? And you do it, and that's exactly what happens, right? And so these things are all in here. 257, she gonna come out. Listen, this the one, we need to be a little with these two right here. I'm just telling you. This one, 257. Next year it might be her up here doing the thing. And I'll be sitting here. Okay. All right, what'd you say? Let me see what you say. Okay, so she being real quiet right now, but I got my eye on you, 257. I know. You know what they say, never let a freshman take your spot, right? I got my eye on you to 57. I do. And I'm side-eyeing you too, Kleriti. See, y'all, I got y'all. And so this stuff is all in what we do and how we speak. So I want to let's get some real life. Let's talk about some of this stuff. So I need you guys to help me out though. What in the course did we cover that we think that, just some real practical things that we think will be helpful to the audience as they're moving through this. Hey, Pam. I'm looking at the chat.
Okay. May I go first?
Please.
Okay. So there, it was 2 sessions ago, not this last one, not the one before that, but the one before that. Okay, so maybe about 3 heptads ago. You were talking, and when I say you literally went in on exactly what was happening for me in that moment, and I was like, ooh, ouch. Okay, but I needed that though. That's a good little hurt that I needed right quick. Tell me about myself, High Priestess. Okay, get me together real quick. And what you were talking about, the main takeaway that I took from that, and you know how we know things subconsciously and even consciously, but sometimes when you know better, you don't always do better, And what you said is that you determine your own value. And it made me think about, when they talk about, you drive a brand new car off the lot, the value immediately depreciates, or they talk about high value this, high value that. If you got this many bodies, you this. If you got this many kids, you that. If you this old, and that's what it really made me think about. But in reference to something else that you were talking about how when men don't want us, or when they're telling you, oh, these are the things that are wrong with you, or these are the things that you need to work on, or whatever that looks like, how you can take that and see it for face value and say, okay, maybe you're right, brother. Okay, now you was wrong on that one. That was you was projecting. That was your ego. No, you wasn't right about that because I know me, But the things that do have value, we can take those things and use them as a template to work on ourselves, to better ourselves, not necessarily to be in relationship with that person or to have them, but just in general to better ourselves, because whatever is aligned with us and meant for us is what we're going to have. So that was 2 practical things that I was able to take away from a session that we recently had. So I was definitely grateful for that.
Ashe. Yeah, and so that is on I think I was talking about owning your own feelings. And so when you own your own feelings, nobody is, or nothing, any value that anybody places on you or tells you that you don't meet these criteria and all of that stuff, it might be true or it might not be true. Whatever it is, you don't have to, the feeling that you have is yours, not that person's. And so they don't get to control. Every time they say that, they know that that's going to put you in a state or whatever of, feeling a certain kind of way. And so we talked about and we walked through some tools. We literally last night we had a hack, right? We did a subconscious hack, about how you can get past or move past certain things. And so that's a good one. That's a good one right there. Appreciate that. All right. Okay, Latana, go ahead.
Yes, and to piggyback off what Kleriti just said, I know this was like in the beginning of the course when we were digging in our traumas and getting to the root of our traumas. And in one of the classes, you spoke on time and space, and it was like in that lecture, I had a big burden to come up off of me because of the way I was able to see it, you know. And sometimes it just takes another perspective that only High Priestess was able to bring, that allowed me to look at my traumas in a totally different light, where I not only was able to identify them all, but to release them. And in that class, in that moment, it was like, you know, that was no longer an issue for me. You know, I was able to let go of these things that I've been harboring with me for the past 40 something plus years, you know. And we don't realize how deeply rooted those traumas are and how they affect, you know, our everyday lives, you know, our relationships, our everything, you know. And just going back to, you know, my introduction earlier, you know, this is new for me. I'm an introverted personality, you know, talking in front of folk, and especially a bunch of people I don't know. You know, I wouldn't have never been able to do this had I not addressed my issues. So as I have become more confident, you know, with myself, I'm able to, you know, walk in my divinity and assert myself in a you know, in a more I can't find a word for it, you know. But it's just it's just the knowing who we are, and how, you know, the makeup of ourselves. You just move different, you move different, you know. And that have a lot to do with addressing those traumas, because there is a reason why we become who we are, you know. And a lot of that stuff is rooted in our traumas, you know. So that was my greatest takeaway from the class.
I remember that. I remember that. That's like it was a real time uh transformation. It happened right
Yeah,
there in that moment.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes. Ashe. All right, go ahead, Donna.
All right, you now. Oh my goodness. Okay, yes, clarity. Yes, Tanya. Okay, and I can't wait to hear what Dr. Love and Radiance has to say. But my takeaway is my first official pinging experience, you know, where initially I'm thinking because I did not have all the parts that I was in, you know, in that state of mind of feeling incomplete because I didn't have all the parts. I'm like, what am I going to ping? Because I ain't got nothing there, you know. But learning how to learn that our womb being the universe, having all the components in that whole realm, the womb realm, not just a piece of, not just an organ or a part of the body, but the fact that you're whole spiritually. And so learning how to ping and feel something going on down there, and I've been pinging ever since.
Look, look, I told her, I said she gonna scare them good white doctors, okay, when she go up in there and she got a uterus again, right?
It's tell the truth, cause I'm gonna tell y'all now. Now I ain't had no cycle. Last cycle I had was in 2007. Last month I felt like I was freaking ovulating on my left side, and I felt like I was getting ready to have a cycle. Okay, I was
Mm.
cramping and everything. Like I was literally about to have a cycle. And tell me why just the other day on my right side. There I go. Cramping, feeling like I'm ovulating again. I text High Priestess. I said, okay, now what's going on here? But you know, my very first ping experience, I pinged because I had my thoughts on some other things. And after the ping, the other things my thought was on came to fruition. I was like, my universe is talking. I could not hold myself. I was like, oh yeah, I'm controlling things up in here, you know, because is real. It's life. It's living. It's plasma. It's beautiful to know our divine masculine and feminine and how to control that. Come on, how to make stuff happen with your universe. And can't nobody else sit on it but you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
Cosmic
yield.
Coochie. Come on now. All right. So all right, I was gonna go to Radiance, but I see she's her camera is not on. So I'm gonna pass it on to Miss YukiaLove over there. Oh, there go Radiance. There go Radiance.
Yeah, we got to end on Dr. Love. That's
You know, that's what I was thinking. I was like, come on, we got, you know. All right, yeah, we right here. We go together, right?
Right on to the break it down in this song. So my takeaway from the womb evolution technique course was the fact that we are frequency specific. Our wombs hold the frequency of the men we exchange sexual energy with, y'all. All right. So men, I want to encourage you. This is not just a course for women, but you need to come get in on this and learn how to hone in on our frequency. Learn how to integrate and utilize. So, like I said, High Priestess said, women are the creators and men are God. So, if we hold this frequency of you in our womb space, in order to take full advantage and work cohesively with us as creators, and you being God, see, we create, you generate, operate, and distribute what we create. So let's work together.
Come on, sis.
Platform, get to know our anatomy and how we work on frequency specific. And let's come together like Voltron, bring our families back together as melanin dominant men and melanin dominant woman, so we can take back full authority of this planet and get it back right where we're supposed to be. Okay, get back in alignment with nature. You know, just I'm gonna stop right there. Love, just that's the frequency specific. Our wombs, you know, power. We can be powerful together. All right. Right
come on a co-mission. All right, come on. See, you see where I got my eye on her. Y'all see it, right? Y'all saw it. You know what I'm saying? See, she snuck it in there, right? You see how she do, right? That's it right there. Yes, that one, that frequency specific. Man, that answered a lot of questions. That'll answer a lot of questions that you have in your relationship. Okay, how come I just love him so much? Because you're frequency specific. You're walking around with his frequency all day, just like you do your babies. Okay, just like your mama is always available, right? If you are a grandmother or mother, you already know your frequency specific to your children, right? And so we handled that in that class. But thank you for that. That's a great point. That's a great point. All right. Oh, we need to all stand up. You know, all rise. Because we got Miss YukiaLove coming on. She gonna just put the period on it. Okay. She gonna just like, all right. And High Priest, you don't need to say nothing after this, right? You just you know how they ended it, say, I'm complete, I am complete. Okay. All right, Yukia. I yield the mic.
You are hilarious, High Priestess. Okay. Thank you for that introduction again. So the most practical, well, everything about the course, the way you were able to break it down, was able to be. Can you hear me? Okay, was able to be integrated because of the way that you explain things. So you break it down in a practical way so that even though the information is a lot and it is advanced, it shouldn't deter anyone from coming in to take the course because of the way that you're able to break it down. The information through WET is based on natural time. That is the key. It's not based on the Gregorian calendar, the 1260. It's based on the 1320, which is our Olmec ancestry. And that was the key, for me, integrating natural time. Time is art, not time is money. Not you gotta hustle. Not you gotta work hard. Okay. I'm against working hard. Okay? Not none of that, but being relaxed in your femininity, the divine feminine nine that you say, the 9 precepts of femininity, relaxing, magnetizing, these precepts that are natural to being in a feminine body. Those things themselves are what helped me, like I said, move the fibroid out of my body, and now moving the second one. Now I've been in different modalities, as you said, and the thing with those were more based on maybe food and other just other ways of healing. But WET gets down to the emotional, to the mental, and I discovered that my fibroids were emotional, and you could eat 17,000 salads, but that's not going to heal your emotional issues. So owning your feelings, as you stated. And then 3 heptads ago, when you said that as a divine feminine, you broke down Osset, and you said that she has the throne of God on her head. So if she sits with the throne of God on her head, who are you? And let me tell you, I ran around the room 3 times, tap dance, spun around, and I was a new person. I couldn't even sleep that night. I was like, okay, wait a minute, did she just say what I think she said? And it just clicked. It went literally to the core of my being, to the nucleus of my cell, to the bone marrow, in my blood. It just went to the core of me and really assisted me with a very big paradigm shift to take, I've already taken authority, but really to step in that thing and know who you are, and know that you can, use your energy, and by knowing your cosmic anatomy and by operating on natural time, that there is nothing that you can't do. There's nothing that you can't, no obstacle you can't move out of your way. You can get those things in the queue, as you said, that are already moving. And so move those things along, and the things that you think are stuck are not stuck. You just need to, give it that energy, and put your focus on it. And, it just, WET, it just, it really gets you to understand your power as a divine feminine, and how to use the energy within you as the divine feminine and the divine masculine energy you have to remove blockages real time. You don't have to wait. It doesn't take years to do if you focus and you know who you are. And not many courses are giving us cosmic anatomy and teaching us about natural time. And those 2 things are the key for me, what WET has done for me and what I've taken away from the course, and that has forever changed me and those around me, because everyone is noticing the difference in the energy. Everyone is saying, well, what you doing? I notice that you don't react the same way. No, I don't react, I respond. I don't do the things that I used to do. I don't hold the anger that I was holding. Just all of the things that I were able to release. So I really, I can't say enough about WET. Okay, I'm gonna be in WET 101, 201, 301, 401, 501.
And she gonna make me do them. She gonna make me do them. That's what she gonna do.
We can always keep evolving. That's my purpose. I came here to fulfill purpose. I didn't come here to maybe fulfill it. or kind
Come
of sort
on.
of fulfill it. I came to fulfill it.
Come
So
on now.
in that in that energy, it is definitely assisting me with doing so. So I give thanks. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
All right. Ashe, Ashe. And shout out to Chameleon, the Black mompreneur. She had me on one of her sessions. She is awesome. Okay, and I know she has something coming up. Feel free to post it in the post the link in the chat. Chameleon. I'm sorry, and I know I'm messing up your name. I know I am, but Chameleon. I'm sorry, I say it wrong. I know your kin number though. That one I do know. She is the yellow magnetic human. All right. And she is awesome. If you see the things that she does and how she does it and how she puts things together, she made me step up my business game. All right. So definitely you want to check her out, and you can probably click there and see her YouTube page as well. But feel free to post your link here in the chat. All right. So as I said, I told you she was gonna put a period on it, right? Because I don't really have nothing else to say. Okay. So that's what she do, right? That's how she do it, right? I got a lot of stories about Yukia, but it's we're not gonna do it on this one. I would love for us to get together again like this, because this is awesome to hear from all of these sisters who are dynamic in their own right. Okay, and it is definitely an honor to have you guys trust me, with helping you through your growth and development and ascending and your evolution, not just growth and development, your evolution and your integration. So it is a real honor, and I do take it very seriously. I do a lot of laughing and joking, but when you guys you ask these questions of me, and you come and you help advance the course, right, just by your presence, and by the things that you do. Hotep Carisha, all right, come on, come on. That's an alumni as well. She's doing some listen. Again, y'all need to check out Carisha. We got a few folks on here. See, they coming in. They coming in. Real dope. So I want to go back down the list here and just talk about these businesses, because I want the people to know there's some people who just came on about all of these sisters up here who just completed the womb evolution technique, the wet course. All right. And there is a link in the chat there for anybody who's interested. It's 50% off tonight only. Okay. Everything. You can get the woke course and you can get the chakra. That's some extra stuff, right? All 50% off, because we're about to go to the next level on this. These sisters here, I want you to know too, they are professionals in their own right. Okay. They have already done many, many things before they got here. Okay, so I can't take the credit and say, oh, they came into the womb evolution technique and then now they can, see auras. No, they was already doing that and some more stuff and some extra stuff and some stuff I don't do. And then the other thing, because I get the text messages. They be like, high priestess, is the wall supposed to disappear? Have you ever had that happen? Is that supposed to happen? I just need to know. I'm just saying. I'm asking for a friend, right? Am I supposed to move things with my? I just noticed when I move my hand, stuff move. Is that supposed to happen? Okay. All right. High priestess, did you call me last night? No, I did think about it. Oh, okay. Yeah, you might want to keep that down, right? If you're gonna call me, call me. Don't be thinking about it, because then I'm gonna be up all night. Right. So this is these sisters up here, right? And then also, I hear it's this community too that we're building. We use each other. Like we go, the specialty that each of these sisters have, we go around, we circle around. If I need a confirmation, if I need a cosmic confirmation, okay, I'm going over there and Miss YukiaLove. hey, you can let me see. I just need I just want you to look at it. And actually, all of them on here can do that. I just haven't worked my way around. Okay, but I know they all can because I'm sitting down here looking at Kleriti. I know please. Okay, anyway. See, stop, Kleriti. See, they messing with me up here, right? And so they have already come in this with a skill set. So let me just go here and make sure we know who everybody is. We have Latana, Lavished by Latana. Okay, so you definitely want to check her out. You can find her on Instagram, um, and she does a variety of things. Most notably, um, she she beautifies things. I mean, look at her up there. You just see it up there. You just feel like, is it hard? Like, do you work at that? Like, because I think I would just have a hard time just, just sitting there and just being all pristine. That's just difficult for me, right? And she just show up like, okay. So she does all kinds of arrangements, flower arrangements and things like that. Now, is this only in your local area? Yeah, go. Unmute.
No,
Mhm.
no, actually, most of my work is shipped out of state. So no, I cater to everyone.
Okay. And
Yeah.
they can do custom orders as well.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, because this stuff is awesome. Awesome. So this is great for the holiday season. Whether you do it or not, like I said, if you just want your stuff to be flying, listen, y'all, if y'all get online and y'all see her in class, you're gonna see her background. Okay, it be all gold and stuff. I'm telling you, it's like really okay. I'm gonna need to have one of those, but I don't sit still long enough for it. Okay, we got Donna. Okay, Donna, like along with just being awesome, period. Okay, and able to tap in, like she's that. When I was thinking about her and Yukia when I was talking about if I was thinking about calling them and I didn't call, they the ones. Listen, high priest, make your mind up. You just call, okay, or transmit. What you gonna do? Call, transmit. Okay, just don't be thinking about it because it bothers me, right? Oh, Carisha, you need to do it tonight. It's 50% off. Or just holler at me. Send me an email. All right. Um, so we got Donna Kin 178. Okay, and I want to read this again. When my health literally became my wealth, I began to get to the root of it all and discovered that there were stored gifts and abilities within that were purposed to restore the bloodline of the future. The journey to regenerate internal and external plasma along with self-love was renewed. All right. And her business is called Melanated Bloodlines, and you can find her at melanatedbloodlines.com. All right. And so definitely check her out. She does many, many, many amazing things. Everything is going to be amazing. Okay. So I'm just saying, everything going to be amazing. that's what I can say. It's going to, listen, when I said she showed up at the beach with everything, it wasn't that she showed up with paper cups. See, that's what I would have done, right? Or little plastic cups. No, this one had these fancy bowls, probably from the Ming Dynasty, and then from Nigeria, and she just, and she came, and each one of us had a beautiful vessel that we could carry water in. That's how she come through. Okay, so when I say that, I mean it. All right. We got Radiance 257. Listen, voiceovers, radios, radio spots. You want her to do some sound drops for you. All right, definitely holla at Ken 250. She holding back, but I know she, like I said, I got my eye on her. All right. Got my eye on her. Kleriti. Oh my God. Okay. So along with writing books, okay, she also has a sacred feminine group that's starting up in January, And her the baseline of this, she is a holistic health coach, an herbal artist, an energy healer, and much more. She uses the knowledge gained from her 150-pound weight loss journey, her womb healing testimony, and various initiations and spiritual modalities to create an atmosphere of healing for her clients in the audience. Okay, well, sign me up. So January 1st, okay, she's gonna do a sacred feminine session. You can find her at divineselfhealing.com. You can also find her on Instagram under that name. Okay, so definitely you want to do that. All right, and then we have to stand now for the no. I'm just saying. Miss YukiaLove over there. She is an awesome artist, and if you have not, you definitely want to go to Spotify, okay, and download her latest single. I don't know, she just keep popping them out. I don't know, but I know she got an award for being at the top of the charts, okay, in her category. So we want to keep that going. So we want to keep downloading, and I want you to give me the official name for that.
Thanks. So my EP is called Distant Lover. I also have 3 singles, Shapeshifter, Natural High, and my latest is Force Field, and I'm on all streaming platforms.
Under what name? Under what name? YukiaLove, right?
Love, yep, under YukiaLove.
Okay, all together, no spaces.
Yep, all together.
All right, all right. So definitely you want to check out, and you hear a little 257 in the background on one of them songs too. So she look at it, just so cute. All right, and so and Yukia, you will see if you come along on our platform, you'll see Yukia. She is the voice. She does announcements. So does Donna, and we got 257 on there as well. But she does a lot of things in the background. She has supported me. She supports me in just about everything, right? And so you'll see a lot and hear a lot from her as well. Just like I said, she has even added to the course, okay, with her frequency, and was like, here, high priestess, here you go. Here comes some more stuff for you to work on, right? And I took it. I was like, okay, let's go. So definitely it has been an honor to be up here and to have these women, again, trust me, with their expanding into their evolution, because as you can see, they are all extremely phenomenal and dynamic all by themselves. Okay. And so I'm just a facilitator here, and it has helped advance me as well, being here, and then and getting to know them, okay, has also allowed me, like I said, I don't know everything, right? So I go get me some cosmic confirmations, right? I go find out through endlessness, right? What I need to know. I go target some awareness galactically, right? With integrity. Y'all, the mimic people know what I'm talking about. Right? I got my planetary partner down there who we gonna get her to do some of my audio, the audio book. Somebody suggested that, and it was absolutely awesome. So I said, because you know what? If anybody's voice I would want on my books, it would be her, right? Now I could trust that. I could trust that she would deliver it, All right. And then Kleriti too. I'm gonna get you Kleriti. I'm gonna be over there like, listen, okay, I know you all up in the cosmos and the ethers. Okay, can you tell me a little bit about this, right? I'm gonna need a little bit more clarity on it, right? So so this is a community that we're forming. So we want to invite you guys to come and join us. If you get in on it to this evening, I'm gonna put the link back in here. Again, it's 50% off of everything, right? And then you can join us for our second level. We have meetings and things like this. We have some mess with my odd sessions. There is an affiliate program. It's a whole bunch of stuff, right? It's the most stuff, right? So maybe we'll get back on and we'll talk about this. We'll see. But you got to tell us. You got to let us know. Put it in the comments. Even if you're not listening to this live, okay, when you do listen to it, put it in the comments or whatever. and tell us you want to bring us back on, because I would love to, maybe do a session with, 2 or 1 at a time of these sisters up here. All right. So it definitely has been my honor and my pleasure. I thank y'all. Y'all, everything is just so, I just feel so tingly inside, right? I thank y'all. I love y'all. And we will see y'all on the next one. You all hang on. Don't drop the screen. We're going to go into the green room. All right. All right. Peace, family. Hotep.